Hi there, welcome to the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. My name is Todd Rhaodes, one of the co-founders over at chemistrystaffing.com. Today we're going to step into the pulpit, so to speak, to tackle a challenge that I think probably every pastor, every preacher faces, and that's how to craft sermons that resonate with probably an increasing diverse congregation. Now, preaching is both an art and a science. It's about communicating timeless truths that speak to hearts and minds of modern-day listeners. And today's congregation, if yours is like most, it's become increasingly diverse, and that's made the topic of preaching really interesting. We've got boomers who grew up singing hymns. We've got Gen Xers that prefer maybe a more contemporary style. Millennials who crave maybe more authenticity and relevance. We've got Gen Z who are glued to their screens. How in the world do you craft a message that speaks to all of those people? And we're not even talking political diversity or racial diversity. Our congregations are diverse. And while there's no magic formula, I hope to be able to share some strategies that you can employ, and maybe just to reset your mind and give you some fresh thinking to help your sermons become a little bit more engaging and impactful and inclusive for your audience. The first thing is just know your audience. Take the time to understand the demographics and the background and the interest of your congregations. This is one of the questions we ask every church when we onboard them for a new church search, and many churches, when we ask, what's the age makeup of your church? They're really not sure. They really have to think about it. So make sure you understand the demographics, the backgrounds, the interests. What are their struggles? What are their questions right now? What are their hopes and dreams? So know your audience. Second of all, tell stories. Tell stories that connect people, that will help make your points known so that they're not just abstract concepts. Use personal anecdotes, obviously, biblical narratives, real-life examples to illustrate points and make your message more relatable. A third, and the older we get, the harder this is, use relevant language. Avoid jargon and insider language that might alienate newcomers from different backgrounds. Be clear and concise and relatable in your way, but make sure that you're speaking the language of your church. Number 4, vary your style. Don't get stuck in a preaching rut. You can experiment around. It doesn't have to be the same every week in, week out. Experiment with different sermon formats, maybe some different delivery styles, maybe add some media. Just keep things fresh and engaging so that you can engage all of those different age groups as well. Number 5, you can offer multiple points of entry. A really good message should have something for everyone. So offer some insights that resonate with different age groups and backgrounds and life stages. Maybe share some stories about your parents or your kids or your grandkids, different life stages, different backgrounds. And then number 6, don't just preach at people. Invite their participation. Invite them into a conversation. Ask questions. Encourage discussion. Create opportunities for interaction. I know Andy Stanley does the top 3 questions that he always has at the end of his messages, that small groups are built on that. He says, go home, discuss these questions on your way home from church today. Discuss them over the dinner table. Discuss them in your small group. Inviting participation is huge, and it takes your message and puts it in a different context. And then finally, be authentic. People can spot a fake a mile away. Just be yourself. Share your struggles, your doubts, your triumphs, but that authenticity is going to help you build trust and connection. Preaching is not just about impressing people with your knowledge or your eloquence or your biblical prowess. It's really about connecting people to God's truth in a way that transforms their lives. That knowledge without transformation is really worthless. When you're crafting your message, even this week, try to make it resonate with more of a diverse congregation. It's going to be a challenge, but it's also a rewarding one. If you're struggling in any area, we have people on our team here at Chemistry Staffing, not just in the staffing area, but also in mentoring and coaching that can come alongside and help you even with preaching. So if you need any kind of help, I can help connect you with a great coach or mentor that can help you in that area or answer some questions for you. Reach out to me anytime at podcast@chemistrystaffing.com. I'd love to hear from you. and hope you'll join us again here tomorrow, right here on the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. Hope you have a great day.